55 seconds. I know, I'm not being very noisy at this point. And that's what happens when I get busy answering people. Hi, I'm coming. I'm trying to get ready. Who listens to Frank Zappa? Who listens to Frank Zappa? That's what I'm currently listening to, is Frank Zappa. Hey, Tracy. Tracy says, hey, darn, I have a Zoom call with Active Campaign. I don't have a really big plan, just so you know. I don't have a really big plan. Tracy says, I love Frank Zappa. Way to go, Tracy. Greetings, Earthlings. Planet Mitch from GiveawayRocket.com. It's been a very interesting week so far. It is Thursday, right? Thursday. Normally I go live on Wednesdays, and I was listening to Frank Zappa beforehand. That's why Tracy said that. It's just been a crazy week. Yesterday was my day to normally go live on Facebook to do a campaign review. And in fact, I am, pardon me, come on, camera. In fact, I am owing somebody, I laugh because we've been going back and forth about when I was going to do it. But I owe somebody a campaign review, and I need to get that done. But I don't want to do that here because he's paying me for that, and I want a little bit more interaction. For those of you who don't know me, I am Planet Mitch, and I like to shoot for the moon. This is Astro, for those of you who know. And it looks like the camera is focusing on Astro instead of me. I don't know. Hi, Mike. Mike is here. If Tracy's gone, let's talk, Tracy, if we need to discuss that conversation we were having earlier. If there's anything I can do to help you in that regard. Mike is one of my movers. He is in my mover mastermind, and Mike and I will be meeting tomorrow along with everybody else that's in the movers mastermind. And I gotta stop saying and Joel Plaza is here. Hi, Joel. Apparently you are coming over from Twitch. I am using Restream to reach out to a whole bunch of different people in different networks, and so I'm really thrilled to see you coming over from Twitch. I suspect that most people don't recognize the fact that I'm doing a business kind of live stream, and so my Twitch fans tend to come and go. Although we did have one last week that was very active in business, and I have reached out to him or her, Michelle, I believe it was Michelle, and would love to have more people coming over from Twitch. My goal is to get people building their campaigns. I was just talking with Mark from upViral, and he was asking me some generalized questions and future direction kind of stuff. For those of you who don't know, Mark and I do the co-pilot show on Tuesdays, the upViral co-pilot show. And eventually I'm going to have a lower third that tells you the link. I just have not made time to make all those lower thirds work the way I want them to work. And so I'm moving into that. Get it? Moving. Mike says, Movers is a good move. I like that, Mike. I like that a lot. Movers is a good move for those who want to master upViral in the least amount of time. That's my goal. Our goal is to get you up and running and moving rapidly, if we can, towards building a campaign. So inside the movers, we have 3 people that are currently building a campaign and 1 who launched yesterday. So our movers mastermind tomorrow, just as a heads up, Mike, is going to be looking at what we can see inside of upViral. And I laugh because, and I told Mark this, the reports need work. And I'm working on the backside with Ben to make the reports a better experience. I don't know when that's coming, but what is there now is a little challenging, so to speak. And they know that, and anyway. But that's what's on the plate for tomorrow, for those of you who are in the Movers program. I don't need to go into that. The Movers Mastermind is to help people get moving. So, long story short, I think everybody that's in there, thank you, Mike, for those kind words. I think the feedback I've gotten so far is that everybody is really excited and they are pleased with the way things are going. So if you have any interest in building a campaign in the future, that's the place to be. Let's see if it works. I needed to restart my computer this morning, and I didn't manage to do it because I ended up on a couple of calls. And for whatever reason, that lower third is just not coming up. This one does. If you are interested in becoming a mover, go to that link and see what it's all about. Let's switch over to Facebook, because what we do is we find lots of good stuff in Facebook. What I'm going to do is share my screen, and that way you can see what I am looking at, and look how black it is. My screen is the black hole of death. I wonder if I can... I'm going to take 2 seconds and see if I can do something. Where is my magic wand? There it is. Why is that not showing up on my screen? Where the heck is the window? There it is. I wonder if I do this. Can I take that camera and go out a bit? That's better. I look too big. And let me move it up. Can I move it up? Can't move it up. There we go. It's too small if I do that. I need to reframe my saw and build a frame again, don't I? Because right now it's just... I don't like being that close. That's a little better. We'll leave it like that for now. Oh. On Facebook, there are a whole bunch of Facebook giveaway groups, and that is like really zoomed in. There we go. I have a whole bunch of them bookmarked, the ones that I have joined, and what I like to do is to go in and have a look at campaigns that are being run by other people. And so on Wednesdays, if I don't have a campaign to review, what I like to do is just go grab one from the internet, or 2 or 3, and see what's going on. I really like going into the Only Big sweepstakes place, because theoretically these are people that have invested time and effort, although it always drives me crazy that this group has never updated their Facebook group image. This is one of the Facebook default ones. This is a curated list by Janine and Ray Truskick. I don't know how to... I should ask them how to say that. Truskick, probably. I don't always do names very well, I confess. This, I think, right off the bat, is a social sharing image that grabs the Kajivers. Now, one thing I have to say, that this text that's right here is text that they add to every post, because they are curating this list, and they go in and they look for things that they think people will be interested in that are large dollar value prizes. Doesn't mean that the person that created the campaign has created a great image. We've seen that before. But This one I think works really well. Enter to win refrigerator of your choice, retail value up to $3,000. The logo's there, so it's not all about branding. It's about getting people to recognize what the offer is, although I think this refrigerator is potentially a little hard to see, really. But enter to win refrigerator of your choice, value $3,000, bang. You're either in or you're out. If you're in, you're going to click that. The assumption always to me is that nobody's going to read this text. And this is where they fail, except for they are doing some branding here. It talks about a giveaway. It talks about July 2020. I don't know what RC, oh, that's their brand name, RC Wiley, because it's based on their logo. Retailer of home furniture, electronics, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. So what they're doing is not talking about the giveaway in the text of the Facebook body. They're just talking about who they are. Now, potentially that could be okay. Typically, what I like to do in my campaigns is talk about the offer. You talk about who you are on the landing page. But maybe they're just doing some branding and that they think this is talking well enough to get some people's attention. Again, my belief is that if this image does not grab somebody by the neck, then they're not going to click it. The goal of our social sharing messages is to get people to click to get to the landing page. It also is to filter out people that don't apply, right? Somebody that's not a homeowner or a renter, which is, okay, everybody on the planet, but somebody who is interested in a refrigerator. Now, if you got a 5-year-old refrigerator that you absolutely love, you're possibly not going to click this. Which is possibly why they've included furniture, electronics, this description down here. Because if you happen to get here, you might go, oh, well, maybe they have something else that I could get. Or maybe I want to learn a little bit about them. So this is overall, maybe I should start doing a star rating. I don't know. What's the right way to go about that? What do you guys think? Should I give a star rating or a thumbs up, thumbs down to images I find out here? I think the image itself is like 10 stars. Okay, let's go with 8 stars. I'm making this up on the fly. Simply because I don't know that image really shouts refrigerator. It just seems kind of invisible. Which maybe is a good thing for a refrigerator. I don't know. Let's move on. So I'm going to scroll down past what Janine says. And this is the kind of image that drives me absolutely bonkers. And people that are in my programs don't do images like this. Look at that. The top logo at the top, Yamaha, is chopped off. There's something obviously down here that's being chopped off. So this image is not sized for Facebook. Total fail right here. It does say, win a Yamaha Grizzly ATV, and the image is here of the product. That's okay. That's good. Got a deer in there. So they're aiming at people that are hunters. This one happens to have some camouflage on it. I have to laugh. I don't know. Maybe the deer don't recognize that this is an ATV. But you know, that camouflage really makes the deer not see all the rest of this stuff. Oh, I shouldn't be so mean. Deer hunters, people that go out on ATVs would go, I want that. I just don't care for the fact that it's chopped off and that this is clearly missing some words. Mike says, Mike Bergida says, let me get rid of the overlay that you can see. Handout with the 10 ads ranked 1 to 10 would be great. Now, I just FYI, I don't use the word ads because these are not ads. These are contest announcements. They're very different than a Facebook ads. You know, I like my words to be clear. But I get your point. That would be nice to have a handout with images. I think that's a great idea. Thank you for that, Mike. So here is one that I absolutely love. This one right here, right? And I'm talking purely about this is the entire post. That's it. That's the entire post right there. Classic truck sweepstakes. That's it. That's the whole post. Where does that image rank on the scale of 1 to 10? That's a 0. That is absolutely the worst Facebook sharing I have seen in a long time. Absolutely horrible. People are never going to sign up for that. But I bet they do. I bet the campaign owner... So that's my screen. I took a screen grab. I'm using a tool called... never remember what it's called. Cloud App. That's what it's called for my screen grabs. And that did the wrong thing. Dang it. There it is. But that is other than Janine went in and grabbed this text. I mean, this is the entire post right there. That's it. I'm just stunned that people get away with that. Shall we click it? Shall we go see what it looks like? How about we do that? Firestone Walker 805 custom truck. Now there's a picture of a truck. Now I'm starting to understand what they're offering. Please enter your birth date. You must be legal drinking age to enter. Official rules. Firestone Walker 805 truck. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Must be 21 years of older. So you got to fill this out in order to see the rest of it. Which I really dislike these, but that's... legally, they think they have to do this. So, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not really born on that date, but we'll go with it. Oh, so all I get is a form. 2 ways to enter. Let's see. During the sweepstakes of text, an official entry code. See, I really wish these weren't so hard to read. Alright, I give up. I'm done. Not interesting me. Obviously, the offer is interesting to some people, but heck, they can't even come up with a decent image. Frustration. Alright. Next one, enter for a chance to win a new Toyota. This one I like. There's a car. It says in big bold letters, enter for a chance to win a Toyota. There's a logo again. Hiring for our heroes. Don't know what that is. It says U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation in small letters. Enter for a chance to win a new Toyota. Complete and submit the form on our website. Why this text is there, I don't know. Let's click it just for fun. Hiring our heroes, Toyota. So this is a rehash of what we saw before. That's good. Enter for a chance to win. Supporting our heroes. Transitioning. So here's the words that came on the front, which were useless. I'm quickly skimming. I'm still skimming. So the entrant must be a legal resident and are serving or have served in active duty. Why can't they say this up here? If it were me, And I understand this is about people who have served or are serving. Why don't they say that up here? Toyota proudly supporting our heroes and our mission, but it doesn't say the only people eligible at the top. You have to get down here and dive into the words. I would fix that personally. Sweepstakes rules, no purchase necessary. Purchase payment does not improve the odds of winning. Okay, enough of that. Stay connected. All that stuff's good. I'm okay with all that stuff. All right, let's move on. Anybody have any questions? Any comments? I'm going to do just a couple of more. This one is a fail. The image itself gives me absolutely no idea what the heck's going on. Absolutely no information. What you have to remember is that people are scrolling on their phones. They are scrolling with their finger. They're scrolling on their Facebook timeline on their desktop, and they see this image. I'm going to shrink it. Just all they see is that. The image might stop them because it's red and black and there's this thing in the middle. Pardon me. But there's nothing in the image that says contest, enter to win, no nothing. Now it does say get social and enter to win one of over $2,000 in cash and prizes. I have no idea yet what this is about. The more you share, pardon me. I don't have any water in here. I wasn't prepared. I do have a little sip. The more you share the contests, the greater your chances to win. Free BTN. Anybody have any idea what the heck this is? No. That's a big fail. That's not what I wanted. I'm curious now. However, I would not click this if it wasn't for me trying to share this with you. Biotech Nutra. Get social to enter 2000. More you free BTN products. Still don't know what it is. Gift cards, $1,000 cash money. Why do people say cash money, by the way? Anybody know? Cash money. They're the same word said twice. Cash and money are the same thing. Simply enter your first name, valid email address to earn one entry. You will be taken to the post page. Total fail. Absolutely total fail. Who the hell is this? Why would I enter? What is the offer? Okay, the offer is $2,000 in stuff. I don't know what the stuff is, other than one person's going to win $1,000 in cash. Great question, Mike. That is a great question. So Mike's question, I'm jumping out of their campaign because it's absolutely bogus. Why do Janine and her husband Ray share all of these campaigns? Great question. They want to win. They want to win. That's all. So they are out there looking for campaigns, and each one of these is a referral link. They're in terms of upViral, they are Janine and Ray's link to get more entries. So they want to win stuff. And they've created this group to attract people who are interested in the big sweepstakes to enter them. So they're looking for a certain kind of person by their title. If you go back to the top, they have 5,000 members. They are not promoting a website. I don't think. This is not tied to a website. I have never really asked them this, Mike, but my response is that they are simply trying to win these prizes. So you asked, how did they win by sharing? It goes back to upViral, right? This particular one happens to be Viral Sweep. If they share, this is the whole point of running these campaigns, is if they share and they get me to sign up, then they get more chances to win, right? So they are just entering campaigns, posting their referral link, and trying to get more chances to win the prize themselves. The more people they have in the group, the more people potentially to click on these campaigns, the more chances to win these particular offers. Which is why, especially, you will find lots of cash ones in here. But they also show ones like this one. I don't know whether either one of them is in the active military. Maybe they do it out of the kindness of their heart. But most of these that I've seen have been their own unique share links, like this. Does that help? Do you understand? Win a new cars. And part of it is they have to explain these things because of the horrible way these things are set up. If I go back to this, there's just a picture of a Nissan. If you're scrolling on your phone with your finger and you see that, you're going to scroll right on by because you're going to assume that's an ad for a Nissan or a Nissan. If it doesn't say, I mean, why aren't there words on here that says this? Enter your chance to win, drive home, whatever. This is a Gleam campaign. 54 days left. Wait a minute. Doesn't this say, oh, this says one last step? I don't get that. But in order to, I mean, this isn't even a big image. Enter your chance to win. Follow the steps below for your chance to drive away in this classic new Nissan. The thing that drives me crazy about this, who the hell is sponsoring this? Who the hell is sponsoring this? I mean, Mike, we talk a lot, will talk a lot in the Movers Mastermind about building trust. So here's a campaign with a picture of a Nissan. Enter for your chance to drive home in a brand new Nissan. We look at this. There's just a picture of a Nissan. Enter for your chance. I mean, the same words. There is only thing that drives us to any idea about who these people are is if I look at this and I click on it. $203,000 people like this page. 192,000 follow it. What I'm trying to do in my silence is figure out if this is a scam or not. Because I still don't know who these people are. There isn't anything blatant on here that says who they are. It does say the page was created in November 2012, which is a long time ago, which is partly why they have so many things up here. But I don't know who these people are and why they're sharing these things. And I always like to know who these people are. And like you said, Mike, what are they getting out of this? So they're offering cash. Uh, they're offering cars. My suspicion is, based on the number of these things that they're posting, is they're not really offering these. I mean, I think these are. My gut is this is a scam. I mean, where's the validity of who these people are? I mean, and if you look at these, by the way, 3 comments. How many people are have liked this? Oh, they do have a website. How many people have liked this? 203,000 people like this, and they're getting 5 comments. 17 comments is more. This one has 3 comments and 3 shares. I don't think these people have much traction for their 200,000 likes. So they do have a website. We've finally gotten to their website. And are they really giving these away, or are they doing charity stuff like Omaze is? They're starting to look more legitimate to me, but I still don't know that they're actually giving stuff away. It does say down here, view expired sweepstakes, but I don't see anything briefly that says previous winners. Here's winners. I was wrong. It's here. Tony won from New Zealand. I don't know. This just feels a little fishy to me. I don't know. Anyway, we've gone down a rabbit hole. I often go down rabbit holes, don't I, Mike? So, are you guys getting any value out of this? Is this helping in any way, shape, or form? Let me know, please. Tell me. Say hi. There's quite a few of you watching, so I appreciate you being here. I do like to hear from people as they're lurking, because I like to know whether or not this is sinking in. I still don't know that I believe these people. And I really hate this cookie thing. The people that insisted that the world add that to their websites should be shot. Little overblown there in my reaction, but they can get giveaways sent directly to your phone. I'm not going there either. Let's go back to the sweepstakes. See, they've got a whole bunch of them. Let's just go with cash. Free. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little diving into this because I still am not quite sure what's going on here. Mike asks a great question, and maybe I shouldn't switch out of full screen. let's go back. What I'm going to do, Mike, is I'm going to... Have I created it samples? This, I come back to this one. And we saw it even a few minutes ago on the first campaign image that we saw. So Mike's question is, what are the elements of a successful contest announcement? I show this one often because it does the things that I think work. Number one, there's a picture of the prize. And in this case, because it's a riding mower, it's somebody using it. The implication of this is that because a woman is using it, and I don't call me sexist here, please. I'm just trying to indicate that I think they're trying to say that this is easy to use and that you can picture yourself on this. It's not complicated. Anybody can do it. And then there's a description on the left. You can't see my cursor, I know. You can, on the left, it describes what the prize is. Right into spring sweepstakes with John Deere. Enter daily for your chance to win a John Deere tractor, blah, blah, blah. Mower, create your best yard. Enter now. So there's a button that says enter now. There's a picture of somebody using it. It also has the value on it. Those are the elements that I think... And let me turn that also into a different kind of English in that it is easy to understand. It stops you as you're scrolling. If you're thinking about mowing your yard and you're scrolling, and there's this nice picture of somebody using a lawnmower, and then it says, this is a sweepstakes, and the value is high, and you go, holy cow, I need that. The image grabs you. And what I want to do is go back to the other one that I think was in here. I mean, why does this one fail? Nobody knows what the hell that is. There's no clue what the hell that is. This one, the refrigerator one, is very obvious. And the biggest, boldest letters are enter to win. The one thing that I dislike about the John Deere one is it says right into spring, and the word sweepstakes is below that. It does say enter now in the yellow image, or the yellow button. So it has some aspects of goodness. I think it could be one step better if it said enter to win. Big, bold letters on there. And I think what they were worrying about was the Facebook texts, image stuff, right? 20% text. Potentially that's what they were worried about because they wanted it to be an ad as well. This one, with the refrigerator on it, it has people in it. You can imagine yourself as your happy family sitting around the kitchen, whatever. The refrigerator's there. It's not obtrusive. It's out of the way, but it's right there when you need it. Enter to win, refrigerator, $3,000 value. Enter now. It's got all the elements, to me, of a successful contest image. I like this one a lot. I'm going to screen grab it because I think it works effectively. What I don't care for in this particular case is the text at the bottom, right? I don't think this is as effective as it could be in terms of communicating something. I mean, what I would put, I don't care about the date. They've got the date as the very first thing. I don't care about the date. Although it may imply some scarcity, that you only have the month of July to enter, but that's kind of too subtle for me. I don't care who's giving it away yet. What it should say is enter to win this awesome $3,000 refrigerator. Imagine it in your house. And then below that, it should have something about this amazing refrigerator serves the family well, some marketing stuff or something, not describing who the company is that's offering it. When people are first looking at the image, they don't care who it is. They may care. I like that the logo is there because you see who the offer is from. You don't need to describe the offer company in the body text below. Save that for your sales pitch on the landing page. The primary purpose of this image, and I'll put Mike's question back up. What are the elements of a successful contest announcement? The biggest goal is to get somebody to stop scrolling and to click through to your landing page. In order to do that, you have to show them what the offer is. Imagine if it's something like a product with you're better with humans in the picture. Sometimes it's okay to just do a camera tripod or whatever. At least people understand what the offer is right away. They don't have to think about it. Oh, I need a camera tripod. That one looks nice. Let me see what I could win. Whereas some of the other ones that we looked at on this page, that one there's an ATV. I can get that. That one, of course, fails. This one is also a good image. Tells you who it is. What the prize is, you can imagine that it's a high dollar value because it's a freaking car. Doesn't have people in it, but that's okay. This one is an absolute dog. It's horrible. I finally see that there is a human here. But he's a highly muscular human. So I can kind of imply that those products are maybe for bodybuilders. I don't know. Still don't know. This one is horrific as well. Picture of a car. And that's where we're going to stop. The social sharing image is crucial. If you don't get that part right, nobody's going to come to your campaign. In terms of sharing, right? We're talking about people that that enter your campaign and share it somewhere. They're most likely going to see that image. And if that image is not grabbing them, not going, you got to have this, then they're going right on by and you've lost them. So why did you create the contest in the first place? It's to get more people to enter your campaign. If you are not focusing on how they perceive your campaign, you're failing. You might as well just give up and walk away, in my book. Doesn't matter whether you're offering a physical product or a coaching session. If they don't understand the offer from that message, it is useless. Absolutely useless. Give up, walk away, quit doing it. And I'm being kind of harsh. I know, I get it. But frankly, that's why you come see me, because I understand all this stuff and I can help you through these processes and figure out what the right image is. Do I always know what the right image is for your offer? No, I don't. But that's what we do, is we do multiple offers till we figure out what's working well and what's not. It's the entire purpose of doing multiple campaigns. I can guarantee you Coca-Cola doesn't do one ad at Christmas with the bears hugging the Coke bottles and then give up the rest of the year. They're building campaigns constantly, testing things to see what works, what doesn't work, what attracts people, and fine-tuning their campaigns. So many times I see people create one campaign, whether it's a contest or a lead magnet, and they go, well, that didn't work. And they quit. They walk away to some other shiny object. Oh, I'm going to build a Facebook group. That'll do it. I mean, that one we just looked at had 200,000 people in it, and nobody's commenting on their posts. Maybe they're seeing it and clicking through and entering. I don't know. We don't get to see those stats from our viewpoint, but you would think there would be more comments. What do you think? Value? Not value today? Did that help in any way? Let me know, please. Let me know if you have any questions. Mike seems to come up with some really good questions, because I'm going to be wrapping this up if nobody's asking any questions. I have presented to you 4 or 5 different images today from live campaigns and told you whether they're working or not, including the one campaign that doesn't even have an image, doesn't have any body text. Just praise that you click on it. That's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, I got one. While you're thinking about it, where is my daughter? Come on. Why did that not switch? There it is.
They're dead. Dead, dead, dead.
I love that. That comes from a movie
Dead. Dead, dead, dead.
that we watched when they were kids. What was that? Anastasia, the cartoon animated thing.
Dad, you're always right.
Victoria says I'm always right, and I love her for that. Somebody's in the kitchen. I have to be careful. Mike says this was helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Michael, for helping me get a little feedback. I appreciate you. Mike, by the way, is also in the Movers program, as I mentioned before. Would love to have all y'all in there if you are doing your own business. I believe I can show you how to do your business better and to grow your list. Your number one asset is your list, besides yourself. Your number one asset to your business, because I like my friend Paul says, are you playing in somebody else's sandbox? That's what we're doing when we're building our business on Facebook. And I'm not saying it's wrong. You should be building your business on Facebook. But don't rely on them as your single source. So many of us get wrapped up in this, oh, I got to have a big Facebook group, or I got to have 10,000, 100,000 people on my Facebook page. That's great. Don't get me wrong. My friend Chad Nicely, and I say that kind of sarcastically because I don't know if he would call me his friend. We had a little falling out. But last week he talked about how Facebook took his page away, or took his account away. His entire account. His family account. His personal account. All of his business pages were taken away because he supposedly infringed on a trademark on one of his pages. Facebook said, you screwed up. You blew the terms and conditions. He says it just happened to be the same words from another business. I wasn't trying to infringe on them at all. I don't know what the words were. But my point being, he lost his entire Facebook account. All the business that he was doing on Facebook, he's having to rebuild from scratch. Now, he does have a large email list, and I get his emails almost daily. He is not hurting too badly in his business because he still has his list. He still did a Facebook or a webinar on Friday and sold a new product because he has a list. If you're not building your list, you potentially will lose your business. All right, thank you for tuning in. For those of you, again, who may or may not know me, I am Planet Mitch, GiveawayRocket.com. I build contests for businesses who need a big list. That means every one of you who is watching. You all need to be building your lists. I am right now building a new funnel. A couple of tweaks left to do on it for people to download scripts to be able to build a campaign. Hi, Linda. See, Linda's lurking out there. Linda's been here. Thank you, Linda, for commenting. It's just nice, when I'm doing these things to know who's there. And it's often just a one-way thing. Linda says, great insights today. I appreciate that a lot. If you've ever pardon me, done Facebook Lives, sometimes it gets a little lonely, and so the interaction is always helpful. Let me know how I can help you. If it means you come into the Movers program, and Mike will tell you, I'm driving for accountability. I want people to be building their campaigns. Now, it may not be today or tomorrow. I have a couple of people in the Movers Mastermind who are planning on building a campaign in August or later. That's okay. I want you to be moving in that direction. You may not have everything ready right now, but if you're in now, I can guarantee you I'm going to push you. You are going to start building a campaign, and you're going to start building your list, and you're going to start emailing your list on a regular basis. I was listening to my friend Ken Krell. Ozzy. Hi, Ozzy Osbourne. The rock star. My friend Ken Krell is running a challenge right now, and he had a woman by the name of Lynn Rose on the other day. He had Joel Bauer on. He's had several other people on. But one of the things that stuck with me that Lynn Rose said, and I have to make sure I get this right, because she was talking about, I don't have the right word. Gosh, what's the right word? See if I can pull it out. I erased it. I have a notebook that it's dry erase kind of thing, and I erased it, but I got to say this right. How do I get to it really fast? Anyway, everybody's always talking about content is king. And what she said was connection is king, is the word I'm looking for. Content comes second. If you're not building a relationship with your people, and I talked about this earlier in the show, if you're not building trust, people are never going to sign up for your campaign, for your contest, for your offer, if you're not building trust. And in order to do that, one of the things that you have to do is to be able to nurture your list. You have to get them to trust you. There's also in another group this morning a woman asking for some help who gave a presentation last week to 10 people, small, intimate group. And she's a little frustrated because nobody bought. It's like, well, 10 people. Sometimes we'd like to be able to say we've got a 50% close rate. But let's not forget that the adage in marketing world is that you got to touch somebody 7 to infinity number of times before they are willing to buy from you. Just like a lot of you tune into me and listen to what I'm talking about because you can kind of empathize probably in your own business going, Mitch is right, I need to be doing that. But you're not maybe ready to take the leap yet. That's okay, right? But you keep coming back and you hear me and periodically you go, man, I really want to be doing what Mitch is doing. I think Mitch is right. Hopefully you think I'm right. I just spotted a spider on my ceiling over there. Hopefully you think I'm right. But you may not be comfortable enough yet to go that direction. That's okay. Just keep listening, tune in when you can, and I'll help nudge you that direction. Because I firmly believe that I'm right here, and most of the other mentors will tell you that your number one asset is your email list. Of course, there are some that are pushing you in the direction of, hey, Facebook ads, Facebook pages, Facebook groups, because that's where they're an expert. Again, those are all great. I've purchased those. I have purchased those, and I still believe that those are true, and I am still trying to build my Facebook page and group because social media is important these days. But what I'm also doing is getting those people to get on my list. And so that's something that we often forget. Those 200,000 people that were on that Facebook page before, what do you want to bet the person that owns that page does not have emails for all those people? Facebook shuts them down because they don't like what they're doing. They've lost access to 200,000 people. They might be making a ton of money. But if Facebook shuts them down without getting that email address, and guess what? All of the Facebook gurus that I've been listening to will tell you to get their email address. People say that email is dead, but it ain't. I mean, if you lose your Facebook password, what do? They email you. If there's important notifications, what do? They email you. They don't just post it on your timeline. They email you. They expect you to be opening your email. Email is not dead. It's your number one asset. People like Mike have said, Mitch, you're incredibly transparent. I am not building my own list. I've done 250,000 leads documented for my clients. And I know it's a lot more than that, but I just don't have the documentation for that. But I'm not emailing my list effectively, and I am trying to work on that. I am not bringing in new leads effectively, and I'm trying to work on that. Just like I want you to be working on that. Lenny is here. Hi, Lenny. You're a little late. Lenny is also in my movers program. I keep saying program. It's a mastermind. It's not just a program. It's a mastermind. We're working together. I'm not the only guy that has ideas on this mastermind. We have guys and gals that are constantly giving feedback to people. It's not just me. Although I am the best. I am the greatest. I am the number one guy. For those of you who know, I like to have a little fun too. Hopefully you want to find out more. If you just want to find out more, here's the link. Go to giveawayrocket.com/join. I personally think it's the most amazing thing. I'm in a mastermind just like this, and I attend every call that I can possibly make. I get value, incredible value on the calls, and I am loving passing this stuff on to my mover members. Lenny says it's a gold mine, and I thank you for that, Lenny. Lenny is biased. He loves me. What can I say? Again, I'm kind of modest. Not at all. But I firmly believe what Lenny says, because I am the program that I'm in is run by Paul Pruitt and Melissa Pruitt, and it's called Dream 100. And I just absolutely love that. I especially love it during the summer because I've discovered that a lot of people are off on holiday, and I get to have one-on-one time with Paul and Melissa and as nobody else, or very few people, are showing up. So that even though they have 50 people in their program, it's only 3 or 4 people who show up on a regular basis right now because it's summer. So I'm getting some great one-on-one time with an awesome expert in terms of running my business. And I love that. Lenny, I'll send you some money later for this one. Okay? Everyone loves Mitch. I appreciate that. Ozzy is from Africa. Hi, Ozzy, again. Actually, Tracy, who was on before, is from South Africa. And she is supposed to sign up, hopefully today or tomorrow, to become a mover. So we're trying. I'm trying really hard to get her in there, and she says the conversion rate to the dollar is what's killing her. But that's a whole nother topic. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, let me know quickly, because it's been an hour now and I want to move on. If you guys, I do have a couple of clients waiting on some stuff from me today. Happy to answer questions if you have any. Ozzy, if you have anything you want to know, let me know. I'm going to give you the quickie 30-second. How long is this? And I don't understand. That button's not working. There it is. It's 15 seconds. The old TV show Jeopardy. Not Jeopardy. What was that? It's not. Yes, Jeopardy. I suddenly was getting myself crossed up with Wheel of Fortune. And speaking of that, by the way, I have another style of running a contest that I am working on documenting. And my movers, of course, will get it first. It has to do with the spinny wheel and drawing winners live on a webinar or a podcast or anything like that. I think it's going to be freaking cool. So if you want to know about that, you have to come over and be a mover or wait 3 to 6 months before I release it to the general public. But it's going to be freaking cool. Alright, thank you for tuning in, all y'all. Ozzy, if you want to have a conversation, if you're interested in any way, shape, or form in what we're talking about, let me know. Actually, I have another conversation this afternoon with somebody who's thinking about joining. So, thanks for tuning in. I will not be, as far as I know, live tomorrow, because I have the Movers Mastermind after lunch tomorrow. I'm always available, almost always. Let me know if you have any questions. If you are watching the replay, let me know. Happy to help you in any way, shape, or form that I can. I will definitely catch you on Monday at the same time, actually an hour earlier. If you have any desire to show up then, I would love to chat with you. And I will see you again. Thanks so much for tuning in. How shall I send you away today? I fixed this one. No, I fixed them all, I think. Let's do that one.
Oh my gosh, Mitch, do you hear yourself?
That's a great piece of advice.
Bye! Bye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye.
I had a fun time. Now turn that off.